Hello artist, welcome to Mr. Melvin Makes. Lately I've been really thinking about what would make the kid I used to be happy. And one thing I loved as a kid, and I still love as an adult, is ice cream. So using the papers I've got in front of me with the art supplies I have today, I'm going to create an ice cream cone. Because I'm working in my classroom, I want to make sure that my name is on my white piece of paper first. After I have my name on my paper, I can begin getting colors that describe the flavor of ice cream I'm imagining. Can you guess what flavor I might be imagining with these blues and that brown? Take a guess. If you were able to guess mint chocolate chip, then you are so correct. I love mint chocolate chip ice cream, so that's what I created. My art challenge for you is to create 3 scoops of your favorite flavor of ice cream, or maybe make up a new one. The first scoop should be large, the middle scoop should be medium-sized, and then the one on top should be small. Use a variety of marker colors to create a cool effect. And when you're all done, find a sheet of newspaper because we're going to add just a splash of water on top of our washable marker. Take a look to see what happens when you do that. You might have noticed that the water made some of the marker smear, sort of like when I did my dot project on a coffee filter. It'll really look nice after it's dried. So set it on a drying rack and you can return your cup of water, your brush, and your newspaper to reuse it for another time. Next, I'm going to be using a tan piece of paper and crayons for the second part of my ice cream. Can anybody guess what this tan piece of paper is going to become? If you were able to say that this tan piece of paper is going to become an ice cream cone, then you are so right. That's an important part of this ice cream project. Notice how I made sure my name was on the back before I began coloring today. To make an ice cream cone, all you have to do is draw a long, skinny rectangle at the top of your paper. Next, we're going to draw a triangle all the way from that rectangle to the very bottom of that tan paper. Draw a diagonal line going straight down and have it meet right at the bottom, just like the letter V. Looking good. Next, I'm going to use my crayons just to add fun details using lines. After you're all done decorating your ice cream cone, set your crayons back where you found them and find a pair of scissors. Cut out your ice cream cone and take a look. Your name might not be on the back anymore, so you may have to write it a second time. If I were smarter, I would have wrote my name in the top middle of my paper the first time. But it's okay. I learned my lesson. I'm writing it again. Problem solved. My final step for my ice cream cone is to put everything together on a larger sheet of paper. I'm using the color yellow because it reminds me of fall, and because it's officially fall now, I think that's a great color for our background. I am just so excited with how cool my ice cream scoops turned out. My next step is to carefully cut those out with scissors, just trying my best to stay around the lines of each circle. I made some scrap paper, so I'm going to make sure I recycle those respectfully. And then I'm going to glue my ice cream cone towards the top of my yellow paper. My glue got a little globby and slimy, so I have to make sure that I take care of that mess. I'm going to wash my hands before I finish putting my ice cream cone onto my ice cream scoops. One thing that'll be really important is to make sure that you don't put too much glue on your cone. I know that my cone is not even going to touch the entire sheet of yellow paper. The bottom part won't touch the yellow at all. So I made sure I did not put any glue at the bottom of my cone because that would have been wasteful. You can see how I used my extra time to decorate the background. Again, because it's fall, I thought a fall background would look really nice with this ice cream cone. My challenge for you is to create an ice cream cone with 3 scoops of a flavor of your choice. Put those scoops together with a decorative cone and glue it on a new sheet of paper. Happy making, artists. I hope you enjoy your ice cream cone just as much as I enjoy mine.